Hello students, I am going to explain about displacement reaction. Okay, displacement reaction is a reaction in which a more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal from its salt solution. For example, iron is more reactive than copper. Then iron will displace copper from copper sulfate solution. When iron reacts with copper sulfate solution, the color of copper sulfate solution is blue in color. But in due course, when iron will react with copper sulfate, the solution will become green, it is here, because the formation of copper iron sulfate, and the copper will be displaced. Right? So similarly, zinc is more reactive than copper. So zinc will also displace copper from copper sulfate, from aqueous solution of copper sulfate. So it will make zinc sulfate plus copper. In the same way, lead, Pb, is also more reactive than copper. So it will displace copper from copper chloride solution. Copper chloride solution. Okay, it will when lead react with copper chloride solution, it makes lead chloride and copper. Okay, so here the iron, zinc and lead, these three metals are stronger than in case with respect to reaction. So they will displace copper from its aqueous solution. Now the double displacement reaction. What is a double displacement reaction? Okay, a double displacement reaction is a reaction in which there is exchange of ions between the reactants. There is a exchange of ions between the reactants. Exchange of ions between the reactants. For example, suppose if you add sodium sulfate and barium chloride, sodium sulfate and barium chloride, aqueous solution of sodium sulfate and barium chloride. So sodium will react with sulfate and barium will react with Now when sodium sulfate and barium chloride react with each other, their aqueous solution react with each other, then barium sulfate and sodium chlorides are formed. Okay. So here sodium react with chlorine and barium with sulfate. Okay. So there is exchange of ions. Sometimes in this double displacement reaction, if this a insoluble substances is formed. Insoluble substances is formed, okay, known as precipitate. For example, a very common example is that when you put a drop or 2 drops of Dettol in water, it becomes white in color here. Why is that white color? That white color is because of insoluble substances present in Dettol. Okay, so when Dettol reacts with water, the soluble substances in Dettol becomes insoluble, and that is why it is visible as white. Okay, and that is the precipitation reaction. So one of the very familiar reaction is sodium sulfate and barium chloride. In this case, barium sulfate and sodium chloride will form. So barium sulfate will appear as precipitate, white precipitate. Okay, barium, and that is in the solid form, barium sulfate. Okay, now this is all about this displacement reaction. This is a short video I am making about, and I'll make 4 more videos.